Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. So I've been doing a little bit of sketching on my table earlier today. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna make out that I've been drawing since dawn. I've been sitting and watching YouTube videos from like 7 in the morning to about 11 o'clock. Then I had a shower and then I did about an hour of sketching. And what I've been doing, I've just been taking some sketches from my sketchbook. So I'm still working on this lady. This is from an observational sketch that I did. She didn't really look like this, but I kind of based this on a real person. So when I was drawing the real lady, I used her kind of mannerisms and her face, but her hair looked a bit different. She dressed like this though. Anyway, I'm taking those sketches and I'm trying to just playfully, without any kind of intention of it being anything, but just make them something more like add different backgrounds to them, see if I can do different body positions and stuff. And it's kind of generating some ideas, like this could be a kid's book or it could be something, but I've got no pressure on myself to make it into anything, if that makes sense. But I've just been here as well. I've been chatting to my pal about the possibility of doing, well, she mentioned the other day, like she was saying, if you ever want to come around and work and do like an accountability session and we can work together but with different things, whatever, we can do that. And then I thought, well, maybe I could do that on Zoom. I know that my sister offers that on her Patreon. My sister's an illustrator as well. I'll link her Patreon down below. She's got some really great things on offer. She's got like an illustration club and everything. I'll link her details down below for that page, for her page. And I know she offers accountability kind of working sessions. But I was thinking about just not making it like a regular reward, just like every now and then, maybe instead of doing a bonus draw together session where I've got to make slideshows and we draw things, we just kind of spend a quiet 40 minutes getting a job done. Because I think there is that not pressure, but like you know, when they're called accountability sessions for a reason. When you're working with other people and someone else is doing a job as well, you kind of get into that flow a bit more. And if you know, right, this 40 minutes is when I'm going to be doing this job, it might be 40 minutes more than you were going to spend on it that week because you might have procrastinated and done some washing or whatever. I mean, we need to do washing as well if you work from home, but it's you know what I mean, like, so that's what I've been doing today. I've popped a poll up on my Patreon with a couple of date options for my patrons. If you want to get involved in this, I'm not going to be doing it before Friday the 22nd of September. So if you're interested in doing a draw together, like a work together kind of bonus pop-up Zoom session with me and some of the other guys, head along to Patreon. But again, I don't want this to be like a Patreon advert. I seem to be mentioning it every day at the moment, but that's not my intention. It's just what I'm doing at the moment. I'm trying to put a little bit more effort into building a community up, but also into building a community that I am likely to be able to sustain. So Patreon's been like a thing that I've done for a good few years now. And when I started it, I was offering different rewards. I did an e-zine where I used it as a way to practice art. So I'd make all the art for the e-zine, but I'd also do a lot of research into like the topic that the e-zine was on. It was just a lot of work. And I couldn't sustain it. So then that changed to a print club where I did a monthly physical print through your door every month. And that was okay, but again, I couldn't really sustain it. I was ending up spending more money than I was making. But it was good because it helped me get some stock in my shop, so I sell those prints now. But the way that my Patreon is now, where it's like a hangout for illustrators, where we can come and practice our drawing. You get to see behind the scenes into work that I'm doing. I don't know, like a Zoom working session. Well, I'm not going to offer it as a regular reward. It just seems like something that fits with that. And I'm really happy with the way that Patreon, that this incarnation of my Patreon page is going at the moment. It feels very wholesome. It feels like I'm actually making friends and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. So that's why I'm mentioning it a lot, because I'm enjoying putting effort into Patreon. And to be honest, it doesn't feel like an effort, where before it did. I think I tried to do like bells and whistles on my previous incarnations of... Am I saying that right? My previous versions of my Patreon page. I think I tried to do too much. I wanted it to be very impressive. And actually, I couldn't keep the energy levels up. But this feels very natural to me, the way it is now, where it's kind of... It's matching the energy levels in my life at the moment. So it's all about drawing, it's all about illustration, it's all about, trying to get over feeling self-conscious about drawing. And I feel like the people who have joined, all my patrons, are also at that stage in their journey. Or if they're not, they're aspiring to be. So it feels like a really wholesome place. But yeah, that's why I'm mentioning Patreon a lot. It's not because I'm trying to bash on about it and make you spend your money. But if you are curious about Patreon, I have tried to keep the prices as low as possible. So I give basically I give all of my drawing sessions, all of my sketchbook sessions, all of my monthly downloads, and, access to behind the scenes information about books and illustrations and work that I'm doing, and pop-up Zoom working sessions. That's all available to my £1 patron tier. And I've only got one other tier. Well, I haven't actually. I've got a Double the Love Patreon tier, which is basically the same rewards as the other tier, but you just want to support me more. Maybe you're in a better place financially and you want to just give me a little bit of extra. That's fine, but it's the same rewards as £1 tier. I've tried to keep it as lower price as possible. And apart from the rewards on those tiers, I only run another tier, which is where it's the VIP tier, which is the very interested in publishing. It's for people who want to learn about self-publishing, and I don't give information every month on there, but it's people who join that tier get instant access to all of the information that's on there, and it's information that I gather about self-publishing or the traditional publishing journey. So I self-published my first children's book, Our Dave, back in 2020, and now I'm on the traditional publishing journey. I'm at the very start of that traditional publishing journey. God, the rain's really coming down. So yeah, that's the other tier for that, and that's £5 a month. But you can change your tier at any time. And I've tried to keep the majority of the stuff that you get, which is all interactive, is for the lowest price tier, which is £1 a month. I know everyone's skint, but if you are interested, you can kind of dip in and out of being a member as and when. God, for someone who wasn't going to bang on about Patreon, I've banged on about Patreon a lot. So I am going to go and get some lunch now because it's 1 o'clock. I'm going to show you this rain. It's really, really coming down. So I'm just having a little play around with a very quick sketch that I did. I'm not going to say that. It wasn't a very quick sketch that I did, but it was a quick illustration that I kind of knocked up based on an observational sketch that I did, showed you them earlier, this lady. I kind of put her in a scene, made up a little bit of a backstory about what she was doing, what she was looking at. And now I'm just playing with my Lightbox, experimenting with how to build up layers and make it look a more considered piece. I'm not necessarily thinking this is going to be anything that I can put in my portfolio or anything like that, but it might turn out to be something amazing. My thing is that I'm not necessarily, one of my weak points at the moment is using my Lightbox and also building up layers to make something look more cohesive. Sticking with a colour scheme. So I've had these little swatches here for ages, just knocking around from when I did the Good Ship Illustrations Colour Theory Workshop. I'm pretty sure that's still a free resource, so if I can find that and it's free, the Good Ship Illustrations Colour Workshop is really good, and I would recommend taking it. So if it is still free, I'll link it down below. But I had these just knocking around already with colours mixed up on them. So I'm just using that and I'm seeing how it goes. Seeing how it goes. Can't say fairer than that, can you? I'm quite pleased with the progress I've made today. Didn't realise how dark it was. Hang on. There we go. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with the progress I've made today. It is more of a finished piece than this one. And that's all I wanted. I just wanted to practice that today. And tomorrow I might do the other character that's in the draft. We'll see. Oh, maybe not tomorrow actually. I've got other plans tomorrow, but you'll find out in the next video. So until then, see you later.